Hey guys, welcome back to Big Buck's Chuck, where we're helping you become a better and more successful deer hunter. Today we're out here playing with our bows and our saddles and new gear. So Tommy got some new sticks. These are the Icon X20s from Hunt Arsenal, and we're comparing them to the Tethered 1 sticks. So tune in, check it out, and see which one you want in the end. So to tie these X20s on,
go under, over, under, over, come back over, around, under, and over, and then set it.
All right, let's do it in reverse just to show.
Reverse, pop it back up, undo it.
All right, and I'll retie it just to show the flex. So one more time, under, over, under, in, up, down, up into the slot, down into the slot. All right guys, so you've seen how the X20 attaches to the tree, so the Tethered is very similar. You're gonna put your stick on, come around, you're gonna bring it up underneath, over the top, back down, up through the bottom, down through the top, up through the bottom, down through the top, and then it's set. So they're very similar system with the ropes and the attachment method. So both of them are very awesome, way better than cam buckles or, in my opinion, daisy chains and all that stuff. These two setups are pretty much the best on the market, in my opinion. So just wanted to show you guys the difference between the two. I'll kind of show the differences in the flex of the two. So for the X20, once you set it, it's pretty rock solid.
Got a little bit of
you have a little bit of a creak to it. A lot of that probably depends on the tree as well. I mean,
this is a telephone pole.
This is a telephone pole. It probably doesn't grab in very good. But there's not a lot of flex. I mean,
pretty solid. Good foot room. This tree isn't doing it any services, but.
And then you got the Tethered 1. This one's been set already pretty good. It still have a little bit of creak, but again, a lot of that's depending on the tree.
A little bit smaller footprint on it.
Still about the same amount of flex. You're gonna have that with any lightweight stick, I think. But you're not gonna be doing this when you're climbing. You're just gonna be stepping up. So I mean, really, to me, it's not a big deal. So we're gonna do a little measurement comparison for you guys. I haven't seen any videos on the attachment method for the Icons, so that's kind of why we're doing this video as well. But we just wanted to show the differences: standoff, depth for foot room, total height to height difference, weight difference, and all that. So with the Icons, you've got 20 inches between steps and roughly 21 overall, and these, again, they collapse down to 13 inches step to step when they're folded up or collapsed in for packing in and out. The Tethered ones, you're at 17 inches step to step and 18 inches overall. So the ones are a little shorter, but I mean, really, they're pretty close. Again, the attachment methods are very similar. These ones come with am steel. This has, is it nylon rope?
Durabraid, yeah.
This is a Durabraid rope, basically nylon rope, but very similar concept with the X pattern. So your standoff depths from the outside of the stick to the tree is about 3 1/8 inches on the X20s, and then the Tethered ones, you're at about 2 13/16. So roughly 3/8 of an inch difference. The X20 sticks off the tree just a little bit, so that'll give you more foot room than the Tethered 1 sticks. So So for a bigger foot guy, that's going to be a factor. Might not seem like much, but I'm sure it helps. So here we've got a 3-step backwoods mobile gear aider. It's got the top standoff loop, and we're going to test it on these Icon sticks. And right now we're at about 13 inches, roughly. Oh, I think you moved it. 11.5 inches right there. You could go up though. You could actually go up to like 16 or 18, depending on how high you can reach. But right here, right now, the top of our stick is 6'4" off the ground with one stick. So you could actually get up to about 7 foot, depending on how high you can reach. But you just reach down after you put your next stick on. Hook it up to the next one. So feasibly with 3 sticks, you could be at 20 foot, no problem. And then coming down is just as easy. Of course, you have your lineman's on when you're actually climbing. Just like that. So your X20 is to pack up your rope. You tie it around the outside of the step like that.
I'm not left-handed, so it's a struggle.
Still super easy. Done. And for the stacking method on the Icon X20s, they've got these little magnets down here. You slide that up and in, and then the top side clasps around the next stick, like so. Super quiet, very silent, easy to take apart. The only downfall with this system is you'd have to grab it. You cannot grab it from the outside stick, or it does that.
No.
It doesn't hold it very well, so that's something that you'd have to remember with these. But if you grab it from the back side, they're very solid. Go like from the middle, shake it. Shake it up. Very solid, they don't come apart that way. But if you grab it from this outside stick, you're gonna have problems. So that's something to remember. Still a very good design, I think. The magnets are quiet, it's easy to stack and come apart, especially when you're in the woods trying to be quiet, you know. So the one sticks have a button down here on the bottom. They just wrap around like this. And then I just loop it around and pull it through that tab. And then these stack with pins. So you kind of get the bottom in first, started. Then you come up, line up the top, come up to the top, push straight down. They lock in. These you can grab either way. They're not gonna fall out. That's one perk to these. They don't come apart as easily, but they're still very quiet, very easy to come apart once you want them back off. So both very good stacking methods. Lots better than most of the other options out there on the market for sure.
Do a little side-by-side comparison of them all stacked up.
So when they're all stacked up nice and tight together, your arsenals they are right at about 15 3/8 inches, 15 1/4, somewhere in there. Your one sticks right at 20. Well, I guess 20 and probably 20 and a half with these pins sticking out, but still both very compact, should fit on within a backpack of most guys' setups. So the Arsenal sticks are 1.56 pounds a piece. So 3 sticks you're looking at about 4 3/4 pounds. The one sticks are right at a pound a piece. 3 of them's 3 pounds. So you're about a ½ pound heavier on the Arsenals, but you do have extra length and a little bit of better standoff room. So a lot of it's kind of a trade-off. They're both excellent sticks. I mean, and seeing these, I'm really glad that Tommy bought these, because being able to do a side-by-side comparison for you guys is very helpful. I've seen a lot of guys asking between these two and the Latitude carbon sticks. And so honestly, these two are the way that I would go for basically all hunting situations compared to the Latitudes. I mean, I'm sure they're a good stick, but I think they're more plastic than carbon. I think that that's going to be a factor, especially when it gets cold, you're loading them, you know, the side load, whatever factors that you want to put in there. I think that the metal attachments on both of these, I mean, metal's a lot stronger than plastic. So I haven't actually handled them, so I really shouldn't say much, but just looking at them, seeing pictures of them, the standoffs on the Latitude sticks are solid back here. And for me, I don't think that's comfortable, you know, grabbing. You can't get your hand around your step, for one. And also they just seem like there's a lot more breaking points. There's more room for error, I guess, with the design of that stick. I'm sure it's a great stick, but for me personally, metal is the way I would go. So for you guys that are trying to pick between the three, my advice is to pick one of these two, just based on the packability, the lightness, the attachment method is a huge one. Being all metal design and functionality. I mean, I think these two are the way to go if you're trying to get a mobile setup going. So.
And weight-wise, the tethered one's what, 16 ounces?
Yeah, the tethered.
And I believe the carbon sticks are like 19 ounces a
19
piece.
19 ounces on the Latitude stick. So the Latitudes are heavier than the Tethereds. They're a little bit lighter than the Arsenal, but again, you've got the variables of being a mostly plastic stick. I think that if there was more carbon incorporated in those sticks in the design, I think that they would be better, but there goes your price, because that more carbon fiber is going to be more expensive. So here we have them set side by side, just to give you an idea of the difference of the width of the steps. For your tethered ones, you're about 8 7/8, just shy of 9 inches on the back side. The front side is roughly 8 3/4. On the icon sticks on the front side, the front side, you're at 9 7/8. Back side being right at 10 inches. So the icons are a little wider. You've got 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch extra step width-wise. One other thing to mention, guys, is that both of these sticks have Tethered has these little tabs here. These are glow-in-the-dark reflective tabs. The icons also have them on the tops of the sticks, so that when you're coming down in the dark or going up, that you can see. So both of them have that feature as well. So with price being a factor as well, the 3-pack for the Latitudes is $239.99. A 3-pack for the tethered ones is $349.99, and then a 3-pack for the Arsenal Icon X20s is $399.99. So the Latitudes are a cheaper option for sure, and you got a $50 difference between these two sets of sticks. So that's could be a factor in your decision making as well. Again,
these sticks are way quieter on the tree than they were on that telephone pole. No sound on them now.
Digging right into the bark.
Yep.
Looks like
Solid.
they move a lot less too.
Solid. That's quite a large tree too, so you know, to know that you can hook up to a tree this size is pretty good. 'Cause
yeah, this is.
If I would have tried to get those straps from the hawks around this tree, I'd have struggled a lot more. I probably would have got them as well, but it'd have been a little bit more of a struggle trying to get it around.
Yeah. I mean, this tree is all of 2 foot in diameter. So, and you still got probably 8 inches of rope left. So that's good to know. And they really don't flex that much in the middle at where the buttons are. So that's kind of nice. They don't flex in. That was one thing I was kind of thinking about was how much flex they'd have. But with that AM steel in here, I mean, you really have nothing to worry about if this ever did fail, which I don't think they will, or they won't for a while. I mean, you really have nothing to worry about as far as it coming apart.
Oh, wow. If anybody's curious what saddle to get, this is the first time sitting in the Cruiser XC, and this thing is comfortable. Coming from the Hawk saddle, I mean, this thing just hugs right around you. So probably take a little bit of adjustment, but man, this thing is comfortable.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video on the Icon X20 sticks and the Tethered ones, a little side-by-side comparison for you. A couple last thoughts. We tried to find where the Tethered 1 sticks are made, and I couldn't find anything, but you have to imagine that they're made in China. I mean, most everything is these days, but the Icon X20s are designed in Michigan, and these are made in China. We could find that, at least. That's what we found out what CN means, which People's Republic of China. So really that shouldn't be a factor, I guess, on which one you buy, but just for your information. But either way, guys, these are awesome sticks. Either one's going to be a huge upgrade from, you know, a set of old Hawks or something. Either one of these is going to change your hunting setup for sure, by exponentially. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned. We're going to be putting these guys both to use this fall. We haven't hunted with these yet, so we'll give you guys more feedback as we use them. And so I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in for our next videos, and thank you guys all for being here. We'll see you guys all in the next video.